I didn't realize I was burned out. Not when my shoulders were constantly tight. Not when I started getting headaches on a consistently basis. I'm talking at least 2 to 3 times in a month. Not even when I was so exhausted that I would have to take naps during the day but could barely sleep at night. Something was wrong with me. I thought I wasn't maybe strong enough or maybe disciplined enough. But the truth was, my body has been trying to tell me something for years, and I just wasn't understanding the message. I've always been the kind of person to push through things. If there's something to do, I'll do it. Make sure it gets done. If someone needs help, I'll show up. If there's a goal that needs chasing, I'll make sure I get it done. And for a long time, that mindset helped me build some things. It helped me run my business in the beginning. It helped me keep going when life got hard. But there's a downside to this. When your whole identity is built around being strong, it's hard for you to realize when you're truly exhausted. And that's exactly what happened to me. Maybe you can relate. Looking back, I realized the first time I experienced burnout was in 2016. But I didn't even know the word burnout then. This wasn't really something that was spoken about. I just knew that something was off inside of my body. I was irritable. Small things would set me off with ease. I was crying more than usual. I was missing deadlines for work, and this was not in my character. It was very unusual for me. I remember one day really clearly in 2016 where I called my best friend to talk to her about what's going on or what I thought was going on, and I broke down crying uncontrollably because I couldn't figure out why I was so overwhelmed. At the time, my burnout turned into depression, and I thought, this was it. This is just what I'm dealing with. But now I understand it was something even deeper. My nervous system was completely overwhelmed. Years later, I'm running my business and I'm having a conversation with a woman to help me with finding grants for my business. And I got overwhelmed in the conversation when she told me, I think you should take a break in your business. And I thought that this was the biggest insult someone could ever say to me. And I raised my voice at her. I didn't scream, but it definitely was a different tone. Because how could I take months off from my business? I'm not working a regular job. This is the only thing that is supporting me in this moment in time. The idea felt impossible to me because when you're constantly working, slowing down, it feels dangerous. But little by little, things started to shift. I began asking for help for my business, which was really hard for me to do. I'm used to doing everything by myself, and so this caused me a little bit of anxiety, giving somebody else some control over my business. Even with the help, my body kept giving me signals. Tight shoulders, headaches, tightness in my chest, my hip hurting me. But I still couldn't connect the dots. It wasn't until 2024 that I realized what was actually happening. The burnout, the stress, exhaustion. I was going through a deep nervous system burnout. And when I finally understood that, it changed everything. You see, for me, burnout didn't happen in just one moment in time. It happened slowly. It was a progression over years. It looked like trying to sleep, but my brain, I couldn't turn it off. I constantly had thoughts, feeling like something is wrong with me, but I can't pinpoint what it is. And the worst part about it all, people around you won't even notice. Because for me, I was still showing up. I was still either doing my job, I was still either showing up in my business. And so to the outside world, I looked like I was okay when I was really dying inside. I'm curious about something. If you're watching this, have you had a moment when your body forced you to slow down? Maybe through exhaustion, maybe through emotions you couldn't suppress anymore? If you feel comfortable, share it in the comments. I'd love to know, what was the first sign that your body gave you when it was shutting down? Because I truly think a lot of us are experiencing this, but we just don't talk about it enough. And it's time that we bring these conversations to the forefront. One thing I learned is that burnout isn't about weakness. You're not weak. I'm not weak. We've just been taught to be high achievers, to push ourselves past our limits. The body always keeps score. So what's your body asking you to listen to? If this resonated deeply with you, subscribe to my channel. I share honest conversations about my experience with burnout, nervous system healing, and Qigong for somatic movement for your body. And if you're looking for a community to help you move and have nervous system regulation, join my Qigong community. The link will be in my bio. Until then, see you in the next video. Continue your healing journey. Know that I see you.